June 18, 1815, the Battle of Waterloo. Napoleon Bonaparte's final stand is a chaotic struggle in the mud of Belgium. But across the English Channel, in a counting house in London, Nathan Mayer Rothschild has already received word of the outcome. He knows the result of the battle before the British government and before the morning papers. His advantage was mechanical. The Rothschild family operated a private courier network. Their messengers used a relay of horses and boats to carry intelligence across borders faster than official state dispatches. Armed with the knowledge of Napoleon's defeat, Nathan executed an audacious trade on the London Stock Exchange, positioning himself to profit from the resulting shift in the bond market. By treating information as a primary financial asset, Nathan built a framework for influence that would define his family's operations for the next 2 centuries. For 200 years, the Rothschild name has been associated with persistent rumors and a complex collection of myths. We are stripping away those layers to look exclusively at the verified historical record. The financial mechanics the family refined, including government bonds, international wire transfers, and cross-border arbitrage, became the quiet machinery of the modern financial world. The story begins in 1744, in the Judengasse, the walled Jewish ghetto in Frankfurt, Germany. At the time, Jewish residents lived under severe legal restrictions. They were prohibited from owning land, holding public office, or entering most traditional guilds and professions. Meyer Amschel Rothschild started his career here as a dealer of rare coins and antiques, catering to aristocrats who collected historical artifacts. He realized that securing a trusted relationship with a powerful client like Prince William IX was more significant than the profit from any single transaction. By managing the prince's fortune with absolute discretion, Meyer Amschel built the credibility and capital required to expand his reach beyond Frankfurt. Meyer Amschel eventually sent his 5 sons to 5 major European capitals. Nathan was dispatched to London to establish a new base of operations. This map from 1815 shows the geographic scope of their strategy, with houses in London, Paris, Vienna, Naples, and Frankfurt. These branches operated as a unified network. They shared coded letters and private intelligence, ensuring the family remained coordinated across borders. This structure allowed the 5 houses to coordinate their efforts on a scale that few other private entities could match, making them a primary resource for governments in need of capital. In 1835, the British government needed to raise £15 million to fund the Abolition of Slavery Act. The Rothschilds facilitated a critical £4 million loan to help execute that payment. 40 years later, Prime Minister Benjamin Disraeli needed £4 million on short notice to buy a controlling stake in the Suez Canal. He turned to the London Rothschild House. The financing was secured overnight, shifting control of the primary trade route between Europe and Asia toward Britain. These deals allowed Queen Victoria's government to bypass slow parliamentary approvals and act immediately on geopolitical opportunities. This system is known as sovereign debt financing, the idea that a government can fund its growth by borrowing from private lenders on the international market. Their incredible wealth and direct proximity to state power made the family a target for centuries of anti-Semitic propaganda and scapegoating. Persistent claims that they secretly control the world's central banks or orchestrate global wars are documented fabrications used to simplify complex history. The historical records show a family of bankers operating within the existing financial system. They adapted to market shifts until nation-states began building their own centralized banking institutions in the 20th century. By replacing this history with a false villain, we lose the ability to learn how the financial system actually functions. Modern government bonds, like this 1848 Italian certificate, rely on the sovereign debt markets the Rothschilds helped pioneer. When they analyzed a country's ability to repay a loan, they were using the same basic logic that modern credit rating agencies use today. This identical logic also applies directly to India. The modern Indian sovereign bond market, used to fund national infrastructure, is a direct descendant of these 19th century methods. The history of the Rothschilds shows that an information advantage, a coordinated network, and long-term capital remain the primary drivers of influence in the global economy.